ever truly left the steps the realms that the junction stirs, drifting as if disturbed by an unseen figure. One off, like the swell of the formless preparatory for a go, but will never stop you. You find yourself drawn toward the stadium, the velvet curtains moving high above, the sound of yours as comments for apartments. The theater was no behind wall. Sun, close, running behind the 2. Westminster Hotel, Virginia. Dawson City. You pushed open the leather door to the Westminster Hotel, and the smell of old wood, and something fits in the house wraps around you. This place has stood for over a second, and the walls seem to hum with every argument, celebration, and whispered secret, and with ever absorbed.
How are we furred? How are we furred? I don't get it. How are we fucking furred?
Take a seat. The warm stew is creeping under your weight. Everyone's filled with boring and inflated mouth. Only to see the mirror behind the bar ripples like someone's long past, brushing the glass with an unseen hand. He swears the reflection of a man, a bowler hat, a beard firm, staring right into his eyes, before that, the non-stop next to him, deliberate, against the wall behind you. You turn, expecting a vacuum, but no explosion. Then visibly above the bar flickers on, static hissing. The remote sits on the platform's counter. You can't take it off, but the bartender leans in with a nervous smile. If they like me, he says, still displaying convinced. His eyes hug. If they don't, you'll. And as he walks away, you hear that unmistakable sensation of someone standing right behind you. Their breath from the back of their neck. Three. Else of those near me. You arrive in Elton. As this frantically coincides with your see your head close, but we also coincides that you're going to see your business here. See it here. And see it here. So you stand up. Each of my better warning. Back here, kids. The sun, just as the sun dips behind the jagged Yukon mountains, casting the abandoned modern town into shades of purple and gray. The silence here is not empty. It's thick, aggressive, like the air itself remembers. Rusted container stands frozen in time. The skeletal brains of houses sand under decades of snow. And every step you take brushes off gravel that hasn't felt a human presence. They say Elsa died twice once when the mines closed in the 1980s, and again when the workers who stayed behind simply disappeared. Minor journals found in the rooms, with a great mass of the bunkhouse, before hanging from one. Inside, the air is icy cold. A table stands in the center, with single chairs. Windows in the silence. There you hear the faint throb of heaven on step. The sound of words echoes from the mountain. Those are tunnels that have been sealed for decades. Then, on the far end of the room, the shadow shifts. It's quick, purposeful, and just out of your sight. All outside. Your breath clouded in the air. And that's when you see them. Liquid forward, between the black eyes of the mind them. One with sound, another appears closer. And somewhere adds up in the silence, a voice glow. And impossibly close whispers. The Commissioner's residence, Dawson City. The Commissioner's residence stands like a frozen memory from 1960 in the brain, held and bitterly pristine. as if time itself is beginning to play. With all the floors under your feet, the stem echoes loudly, as though the hostages.
That's what I see. He's growing. Ooh, Johnson's growing too. Okay, good, 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 good. The two Swiss players are growing on my team.
Locals whisper about the black family who once lived here, and about their youngest son, the infamous boy dying in Germany. They say he still roams his halls, his laughter dark and sun, guarding the room in the room.
Oh, got two good scores. Nice. Well done.
All here, free. Head tilted before it faded into the guild frame. You make your way up the sweeping staircase. The bastard smooth under your hand. Halfway up, a horrible drum. But not
This Garrison eligible for extension.
where no stands. The smell of filled with pollen and faint of tobacco, dripping stems, impossibly breath for a night. Long and
No.
proper pop.
Next season. Okay, makes sense. Next season, he's eligible for extension. If he wants to come back, anyway.
If the shadows seem bitterly
I'm not forcing players to come back.
there is certainty, third deputy, children with their first time. Before, a small wooden pump rests in the middle of the floor. As you step forward, it spins, slowly at first, then faster, bordering on the polished wood with a life of its own. You back away, hard hammer, but not before you hear the boy's voice, full of playful confidence, whispering right in your ear. Too slow. Don't. Fine. Moving this way. Dawson City. The moment you step into the air changes. With a faint trace of old perfume that brings to the rise. The building once drunk with life during the gold rush. Stretching the facade of ancient reminders, looking at the numbers and distracting. But that was essentially the list which we have headed through the west. You walk down the narrow hallway, the floorboard sign under your weight. The dim-light cabinets on short-range wall beams, faded, but still beneath the patterns of roads. Yes. They left the room. Near the sudden drop in temperature so dark your breath clouds in front of you. And then, the door creaks behind you. Turn quickly. Locals travel. However, people enjoy first take time to compare hundreds of travel sites. Then, you will people get extractable. Hearing the sound of wheels pushing across the upstairs landing. When the building was empty, one caretaker swears he saw a woman in crimson dress glide past the doorway, her eyes following the unwitting. Before that, the wall where a door once stood. As you reach the end of the hall, the shadows deepen, moving into the corner. A faint melody, something slow and mournful drips from the unseeing candles. The sound soothes toward a closed door. Your hesitates on the knob. The air rested nice. Then, without warning, the door shutters violently, as if something on the other side desperate to get out. The big one hotel rises against the quiet streets of Watson Home. Its facing sign squares slightly from the day. At first glance, it's just another society. But step inside, and you'll feel that heavy, wonderful silence that makes your skin brittle. The lobby smells faintly of stale tobacco and something folded, like damp wood, left too long and done. You check in. The first floor is slow, almost reluctant. Second floor, he says, sliding through a brass key. The hallway upstairs is dim, the patterned carpet worn thick. Halfway to your room, you hear 3 sharp knocks from the far end of the corridor. You breathe. The sound once again. The rhythm. Hard. when you look. The hall is empty. Guests have reported waiting to find their door handles rapid, as if someone is trying to get in. Others speak of a tall man in a dark coat standing at the end of the hall, still as a photograph, taking a shot. One traveler swore he woke in the middle of the night to see a shadow leaning over the bed, its face obscured, its breath cold with expectation. He tried to sleep, with the walls seemed to whisper, things happened. The footsteps just outside the door. Then, at the window section, your sleeping flickers on with a burden static, though there were no flies unclenched on the nightstand. The static comes for several seconds before cutting to silence. A silence so you almost could hear the low tone of a man's voice, speaking right into your ear. Welcome back. 7. Dawson City Museum. Dawson City. The Dawson City Museum reeks with the scent of old timber, bark, and tongue. Its grand facade hides a labyrinth of rooms filled with relics from the photograph periods, photographs, clothing. If the whispers are true, the restless echoes of those who once used them. Wander past the display of lines of wood, the dim light cast the thwart shadows across the walls. That's when we hear the big scrape of a chair being dragged on the floor above. Breeze, whisper. A second sound slowly soft, as your footsteps pacing slowly, as if someone is walking.
Oh,
That's not
Christ.
the curator once told of walking upward, only through the river when upon his feet, crossing the main hall. When he turned with one, expecting his great visitor, the sound stopped dead. Yet the air shivered faintly, as if disturbed by just upstairs. The floorboards grown beneath your feet. You step into an exhibit room and we're on. The air is stifled, heavy with the smell of smoke on ground. The door, like the lingering scent of a long extinguished fire. Out of the sun of your own, the club of your footprints becomes the split of footsteps. First lovely. Then, just as you're enough to leave, you feel that it takes this pass on your shoulder. You spin it. No, stay. Somewhere on a voice breathes your name in the last, so close, it feels as though the lips are almost touching your ear. Eight, red nut. 4, near Dawson City, the holding brain of red no board which is against the Yukon rivers. Its rusted gears and weather-beaten timbers, it grows a monument to the gold rush. The air here smells of heaven and cold river water, and every creak of the old machinery sounds too much like a groan. You step inside, and the temperature drops instantly, as though the walls themselves exhale an icy warmth. Legends never return to be back to you during the night shift, swallowed by the dark machinery. His body was never recovered. The sun saying the bread kept running from hours after his screaming again. Though no one was in the condoles. Visitors were bored hearing those same screams echoing through the hollow corridors, especially when the wind snakes through the gaps in the wood. Fire air loud, the metal bolt under your fingers. Somewhere below, a heavy cane clatters to the ground with a crack so loud it rattles your bones. The look goes down. The cane still boils for its length in the decades. With its rolling, dust floats every surface. Then you see fresh footprints with breath leading toward the far corner. marksman stepped into thin air. The silence here is so fucking hydrant. It's the most vibrant. You can hear your own heartbeat. That's here. The single mentality fire rings out in the depths of the dream. It's followed by something more. In wet, rasping breath, slow and deliberate, coming from the darkness beneath the floor. And then, from that black void, the voice springs. During the Klondike Gold Rush, it served as a bustling stopover for miners heading north. When the white passage on the airplane bypass spent, the hotel was dismantled floor by floor, loaded onto barges, and floated down to car fronts in 1901. Reassembled there, it quickly became the heart of the town, a place where travelers and prospectors and locals gathered. Over the decades, it survived fires, ownership changes, and the hard-hit conflict. One of its most notable owners was Betty Giddings, a fiercely independent woman who ran a hotel with her husband, Ed, in the early 20th century. Betty was known for her sharp wit and meticulous hospitality. But after Edwin died in 1933, Betty continued to manage the care of the well until her own death in 1939. That's when the haunting stories began. Guests reported knocks on their doors late at night, only to find no one outside. Some heard soft tapping on the walls, or the unmistakable sound of footsteps in the empty upstairs hallway. More unsettling were the sightings being women in the early 1900s at times, often seen standing at the end of the corridor or gazing from an upstairs window long after the hotel had closed for them. Stabbed blank, Betty's ghost is still looking after her beloved hotel, checking on guests just as she did in life. Travelers have woken to find their blankets neatly adjusted, or their belongings subtly rearranged. Others have felt a sudden drop in temperature accompanied by the faint scent of lavender, Betty's favorite perfume. And sometimes, if you linger in the lobby after them, you might hear the voice soft, but unmistakable reminder of the life of glory. Their breath with you. Guildhall Theater, Whitehorse. The Guildhall Theater has been the cornerstone of Whitehorse's art scene since the mid-20th century, hosting plays, concerts, and miniature events. During a time when the city was still growing from its gold-rush roots, the hall became a gathering place where stories came alive on stage. But somewhere between the curtain balls and empty seats, another story began, one that never made it into the playbills. Local lore speaks of a young man, believed to have been a soldier stationed in Whitehorse during World War II. Records suggest he performed in a charity show in the hall before being deployed overseas. He never returned. Some say he died in combat. Others whisper that he never left at all. Actors rehearsing alone have reported the sensation of being watched from the wings. Stage blindness linger for no reason, dimming at moments when no one is near the controls. More than one performer has heard slow, deliberate footsteps crossing the stage behind them, only to turn and find an empty set. One technician recalls walking up after a late rehearsal. As he stepped out into the cold night, he glanced back through the glass door and saw a figure jump. A military uniform standing in center stage under a single spotlight. The man raised his hand in a stiff, formless salute before vanishing into the dark. Whether he started from home or longing for one final goodbye, the soldier's presence would have been. Consider alone, theater after hours. You might hear the thick rumble of the pinball, the echo of boots on old good board, the quiet creak of a chair, as someone who isn't ready to decide. The DuPont's ghost stories are as frozen into its history as the permafrost beneath its soil. Some say these spirits are bound here by traffic.
So I'm right here, along with the ride with all of you. Because what I wanted to talk about in this video was the Buffalo Sabres. And no, not the Boston Bruins. I wanted to talk about the Buffalo Sabres because, I'm not gonna lie, I can't really provide any analysis on this. I just wanted to read and react to what Sabres fans are talking about in regards to their ownership. It's been a very good topic amongst NHL circles. Not really too much on this YouTube channel because I'm not too educated on it, to be honest. But looking at everything laid out the way it is, oh boy, it's looking really bad for the Buffalo Sabres here. Now, the reason we are on Henry Jokiharju's Elite Prospects page is because of the trade which sent Jokiharju from Buffalo over to Boston earlier this season. He had 20 points in 74 games last year, and then had a lot fewer points this year. 18 games with the Bruins and 4 points after getting traded over there. And if you take a look at the trade itself, this is what the deal was. Boston acquired Jokiharju from Buffalo in exchange for a fourth round pick. That's it. 2026 fourth from Edmonton is all it took for Boston to acquire this defenseman. They then re-signed him too, so he's got a contract going on until 2027, 2028. $3 million a year, not bad. Keep this trade in mind though, as we dive into this video. Jokiharju for a fourth. That's it. Because earlier this week, there was an article published on The Athletic, which you can't go out there and read unless you have The Athletic itself, but it dives into Terry Pegula's ownership of the Buffalo Sabres and how Kevin Adams is the latest in this hamster wheel of Sabres playoff drought hockey. The reason we are talking about this is because it was posted onto the Buffalo Sabres Reddit page by SealDonger47. The title is here, it's linked to the article, but the full quote that is being talked about by a former NHL executive really spells how bad everything is. Any self-respecting GM who takes that
Come on, Rudy.
is going to say,
Why? Jacob.
And I have to talk to you about things, but I have to be able to build a team and make decisions. If I have to run a simple Jokiharju trade for a fourth by you, what are we doing here? The Sabres are in trouble if Pegula is really that involved with a decision over a marginal NHLer. The idea being presented here is that Pegula had to be maybe sold on the trade of Jokiharju for a fourth round pick. He had to be consulted. He had to be put in a meaningful position to get involved with the decision making of this move. And I think in most hockey markets, for most fans paying attention to the game, they look at that and they say, wow, that owner is really meddling here. Now, full disclosure, it's not the owner's job to make trades. The owner's job is to own the darn team and let the people that he hires to run the team and make trades to run the team and make trades. That's what the GM is for. They're going out there and doing all the things with decisions and what players to sign and money and all that stuff. Yes, the GM needs to ask the president or the owner, for permission to do some stuff like, hey, we want to sign this guy to a $100 million contract. Can we do that? It's your money. Can we get that okay to make this transaction work? And I think that, generally speaking, most owners would be okay with what it is the GM wants to do. Not Francesco Aquilini in Vancouver, and not the Pegulas over here in Buffalo. A reply from OKFish346 says, I'd love to hear more context on this. I think it's reasonable for an owner to require sign-off on trades, even minor ones. if Adams had to make a 30-second phone call with T-Pegs for a just like any business. At some point, there are decisions that are beneath the consideration of the owner. If the NHL GM needs owner permission for relatively minor moves, it's not a good sign. It indicates micromanaging, which would mean the owner was essentially the GM. And that is pretty much the verdict you can think about when talking about a worst-case scenario for an owner who gets really involved with the operations of his hockey team. Wasn't Terry reported to have called himself the Ho-Ho, president of hockey ops, as someone who had offered their services in that role? According to After the Whistle, that someone was Brendan Shanahan after his exit from the Leafs this year. Let's go over to another comment thread over here. Adams needing to go out there and get some approval for Yoki Haru. It may be reasonable for Padula to do that from an I own this crap point of view. But from a successful organization point of view, what top mind in their field wants to take a GM job where their performance will reflect massively on their next job, where the ownership is going to question and slow you down about every decision you make?
Boilerplate pricing, it's on now. Break the pay, I'll do it. You can get my side, I'll just pay.
Look at that. Nice. Awesome.
The answer is nobody with a better choice. Most owners are not that involved in decisions like that because the owner has no gosh darn clue what Yoki Haru is worth and can't offer a valuable opinion other than make me feel involved. It's baby caretaking stuff. Which is exactly why Buffalo gets stuck with crap GMs and first-timers like Adams. Because no self-respecting real GM wants this crap show of a job. There are some other comments over here. This is why I've been more lenient on Kevin Adams. I honestly don't think it matters who our GM is. We all know Terry is running the show. If the Sabres were playing in the Northeast like Boston, New York, and Philly, or up further north in any Canadian market, they'd be getting even more grief for this never-ending drought, and Buffalo is already a rapid hockey market as it is. But Taylor needs to admit he's not a deity and let the hockey people take over day-to-day operations like he did with the Bills. It's beyond incompetence now. This is malpractice. Another reply said we should all know now. It's improbable, statistically, to go 14 years and not make playoffs in a league where 50% of the teams make it. Anyone looking to think about stats or rosters, doesn't matter what's the one constant in this failure of an organization. It's Terry. Not to be pedantic, but it's basically statistically impossible, not literally statistically impossible. Yeah, okay. The Sabres haven't made the gosh darn playoffs since 2011. A playoff run which I hold very near and dear to my heart, not because I'm a Sabres fan, but because I'm a fan of the team that made the gosh darn finals and ended up losing to Boston in 7 games. But Buffalo made the playoffs that year. They lost to the Leafs, Philadelphia in the first round. And that was their last taste of playoff hockey since Ryan Miller wasn't there at that time. It was long ago. Kevin from accounting has the job because he's the only one that lets the rule have it, but which probably means he gets to keep the job as long as he wants. We're screwed. So all this stemming from a Yoki Haru trade conversation that admittedly is pretty bad. The guy got traded for a 4th round pick, and that's being treated like the end of the world. Because hey, if the ownership is not going to allow a trade that small to be made without his permission or his input, then what else is he going up there asking his team to do? What else is he demanding his GM do instead of other things? And how can Kevin Adams do his job? This is a story to follow for the next however many years the Buffalo Sabres miss the playoffs, and for however many years the Buffalo Sabres are going to have star players. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Just kidding, I don't think really too many folks go onto this YouTube channel and say that they love Lego Wars 99 content. I mean, if you're doing that, I appreciate you. But today we are talking about the Swedes, baby. The Vancouver Canucks. And some of the Swedish studs that they have on this team. We're going to be talking about Elias Pettersson today. We're going to be talking about Niels Höglander today. Because we actually do have ourselves some Swedish coverage to go over with these two guys, and they are both to varying capacities. For one, we are talking about the upcoming Olympic Games. And for the other, we're talking about practice facilities. Let's head over to this article posted on NHL.com, the Swedish version. This was posted by Peter Ekholm about a week ago. It was from last week. It was the same interview session where Elias Pettersson said that he wanted to have revenge on the NHL. But this article, also published on NHL.com, is a separate part of that interview. It doesn't dive into revenge. It talks about Team Sweden and how Elias Pettersson wants to create his own Olympic memories. The article was initially in Swedish, so we translated it to English via the Doodle Machine. Let's go out there and read EP for these comments about heading over to Team Sweden. The Vancouver Canucks center's main Olympic memory comes from the last time the Games were held in Italy. It was 06 HRF. Sweden won its second Olympic gold medal in hockey after a 3-2 victory over Finland in the final, a classic Swedish hockey event. Nick Lidström scored the game-winning goal, assisted by Max Sundin and Peter Forsberg. But it was another Swedish hockey royalty that meant that Pettersson's career path could have taken a different path. In the final against Finland, Lundqvist played so well that he inspired a then 70-year-old Pettersson to want to stand between the posts the next day. Yeah, Elias Pettersson golden origin story. How great is that, eh? It obviously didn't turn out to be a goaltending career. Instead, he is now chasing the place in the upcoming Swedish Olympic squad as a forward. Here is the write-up. Pettersson was one of around 35 Swedish players who gathered in Stockholm on Wednesday to begin training and preparing for the Winter Olympics in Milan Cortina in February. This will be the first time NHL players participate in the Olympic Games since 2014's Sochi Russia Games. Great fun. Fun to meet old teammates, Markstrom and others, and talk about what's to come, says Pettersson. The announcement that NHL players will be allowed to travel to Italy, represent their country, and fight for the most prestigious gold medal on the international stage was long awaited. After 5 consecutive Olympics in 98, 02, 06, 2010, and 14, NHL players have not participated in any Olympic Games. But with the NHL, the NHL Players Union, NHLPA, and IHF, and International Olympic Committee announced their news in February, the joy among the players who are part of the NHL was palpable. It was pretty fun when the news came. I've never played in the Olympics, so hopefully it will be incredibly fun, says Pettersson. Here are some of the other players here. Participation in the nation selected the first 6 players for the squad. Swedish national team captain Sten Holland introduced Rasmus Dahlin, Victor Hedman, Adrian Kempe, Dave Landeskog, William Nylander, and Lucas Raymond. When the rest of the squad is announced later this year, Pettersson hopes to be one of the names. Now, it's really interesting how Landeskog was tossed in there, considering his health status, but then again, leadership and everything is going to be in there regardless. Here's Elias Pettersson talking about playing for Team Sweden. It's always awesome. You have the entire population of Sweden behind you. And you know, you stood in the sea of people cheering that Sweden played the European Football Championship or something. So I guess people have the same feeling I have when they see us play hockey. It's insanely awesome, says Pettersson. He's one of the best offensive Swedish players in the NHL in his best moments, and with that comes a certain amount of pressure for those who follow hockey. If he plays in the Olympics, he knows the pressure will come from the entire Swedish nation who follow the games both on site and at home from their teammates on the couch. It's just a good thing. So it's a privilege to have that kind of pressure on you. It's only good things we get to do, Pettersson says. So, of course, he was in a pretty good attitude towards playing in the Olympics, and the pictures did come out earlier in the week as well. He representing Team Sweden. He's got the flag, he's got the drip, he's got the Uniqlo. He's also got himself that little stare there. Okay, that's the death stare coming back for us. The Taramaki was also invited to the orientation camp as well. That's going to be super interesting to see if he has an outside shot of making the team. And then Marcus Pettersson, I think, is a reasonable bet to be on Team Sweden. Another name that could be in contention, depending on how well he performs this season, is Linus Hoglander. And the reason we are talking about Hoglander in today's commentary is because of the news of a Swedish practice facility. NHL star Nils Hoglander. Let's go out there and take a look at this right here. In Malmö, a Swedish city, the public can skate in the middle of the summer, thanks to Nils Hoglander. The municipality laid the ice a month earlier than usual, and the bill is shared between the Hockey Association and Hoglander himself. It's a way to give back, Hockey says. In order to be able to train at home during the summer, NHL pro Nils Hoglander contacted his parent club, Malmö IF. We are very pleased that he showed interest and came back into the to inspire the younger generation, says Andre Polnaro, who is property manager at Malmö Municipality, where they hope now that the previous opening will not remain a one-off. The price tag for the previous opening was approximately 60,000 SEK, but may be higher or lower depending on electricity prices. So, essentially, let's talk about here. Nils Hoglander helped fund ice to be laid in Malmö so that he can go out there and practice on the ice earlier. That is a really philanthropic thing to do. This was posted onto the Arcanup sub, and it was translated by ChatGPT, confirmed by Papa Pandroni, who happens to be Swedish. Take a look at this. Hoglander bought himself a practice facility in Sweden. When an employee has their own practice facility, but his employer doesn't. Yes, but a practice facility is expensive. You have to be a billionaire or something to afford one in Vancouver. It's impossible. He should be putting that money towards a practice facility in the Vancouver area. Yeah, okay. Okay. Thanks, teacher. Thank you, Michael. But still, Nils Hoglander going out there and putting his own money where his mouth is, or putting his money where his feet are, I guess you can say. He wants to bounce back, man. This guy's putting in the work to have himself a season that is beyond 25 points and 8 goals in 72 games. He went from 24 goals to 1/3 of that the year after. Yes, everything was going in and equal spread for Nils Hoglander in 23-24, but the season after, things took a very bad dip. And now, with some extended training, early in the months in Malmö, this can be a very big opportunity for him to get back on the right track. So with all this in mind, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about these updates following Nils Pettersson and his commentary on playing for Team Sweden, as well as Nils Hoglander buying out some ice to be laid earlier. I hope you enjoyed this video for us 99. And bye.
Now let's give this a try. Oh, we got a chest down there. Yeah, the only way to get it is to put the stairs and jump off and land this right. Okay, boys, watch and learn. Practice run doesn't count. Oops, missed again. Got it! Damn it! Fuck me. Oh, first
Let's try this. Jesus, the dimension's unreal.
Let's see what we got here. Unfortunately, the reward is just a cost though. Not really worth it. Well, that sucks. At least we had fun, right?
We? What is it?
Oh, looks like I found the treasure room here.
Just be sure to look carefully here, Joe.
Oh, yeah, in the chest. Time to throw some hands. GG chest. What did he draw? The symbol of Avarice?
So you get this when you defeat every nemesis chest in the game.
Yeah, it greatly boosts item discovery, but slowly drains your health, so use with caution.
Well, doesn't that look silly? Well, what else is here? Oh, this must be the key to free loading.
That's right. So let's finish it here, then go get them out.
Oh, shit, it's the priest's clothes.
Joe, they are not priests. They are channelers.
You say potato, I say potato.
What the fuck, Sleepy? That's not how that expression goes. You didn't even change how you pronounce it.
Close enough, let's check this stuff out here. Helen was a channeler, sorcerer that serves seeds and scales. The 6 eyes arranged in 2 vertical columns compensate for seeds' lack of sight. The heaviest is protected here for sorcerers and infused with magic. Wait, so you mean to tell me that Fitch is legless as well as blind?
God just gave no fuck.
So they have 6 eyes because he has no eyes? I'm guessing that makes sense, since why else would the blind guy have clothes?
Yeah, whether they actually just tell seeds what they see or seeds that use their eyes to physically see is unclear.
My headcanon says that they tuck seeds in every night to read him a bedtime story. But I got a crystal ember. Let's check that out. Ember required for weapon ascension. The crystal ember was created by the scaleless. Can only be handled by the giant god's blacksmith. Sounds like I know who I got to give this to next time we are in Anne Arundel.
Yeah, but let's make our way back to Logan for now.
Okay, time to add Logan to the list of people who are going to get a pardon before dawn.
I hate to do it. I really did.
Okay, Logan, it better be worth it. This is becoming a bad habit.
It will be Joe. Let's rest and then go back to the area where we found that key.
Look, there he is, and it looks like he's been doing some reading.
So, not only will they share the secret to Seed's weakness, but now, even if you don't have high intelligence, you can now purchase spells.
Oh shit, well, spill the tea, man.
So there you go, Joe. You need to find this crystal and destroy it. Only then can you hope to defeat Seed.
Sounds like I need to start making my way to this crystal forest then.
But before we do that, let's go ahead and purchase all this spells. We'll be important later on.
Okay, with that done. I bid you farewell, Logan. I got me a dragon to kill. Okay, this looks like a forest, but not very crystal clear.
Look up ahead, Joe. That looks familiar.
Oh, it's just gold. And usually when you kill one, a pretty lady pops out. Let's see if we are 2 for 2.
Okay, so just a few more hits and it's done.
Boom! Now come on out to the bed. Oh, what the fuck? Steve Meyer, I've been catfished. Wait, you know, it is a lady, double catfish. Is she talking about Steve Meyer?
Well, they are both wearing the same armor, have similar names, so I would assume so.
Well, I wouldn't bet on the little lady. He kind of has a bad habit of finding trouble. Maybe if I were to sniff that hair, I could help you find it.
She's not a minor, so she's not your type, Joe.
Well, this seems to look more like a crystal forest to me.
Yeah, I really like this design. Makes it appear that whatever power the crystal seed is using is so powerful it's slowly taking over the area.
Kind of like you Democrats slowly pushing your socialist propaganda on the American people.
No, I was thinking more like the cholesterol slowly clogging your arteries and fat fuck.
You guys asked with that one, Barry?
Okay, guys, you're going to have to help me out here. It's been 15 minutes and I don't know where to go.
It's just off the ledge there, Stevie Joe. I'm not doing that shit again, Donald.
Oh, he's being for real. See, look, there is a message.
Wait out. Oh, no way, man. An invisible bridge. How is this possible?
Well, seeing how this cave holds seeds most prized possession, it makes sense he put as many obstacles as possible to protect it.
Yeah, this is the ultimate Biden repellent. Makes it impossible to not fall down.
Hey, what's yours? Salad? Holy shit, this game just keeps going, man.
Don't worry, Joe, we are almost there.
Yeah, just get past the death round and our target is on the other side. Looks like Steve isn't going to take that line down.
Bitch ain't got no limit.
Ain't even got legs.
Okay, Joe, super mega pro tip. Go stand by the crystal, wait a few seconds, and run to the side of Steve.
Okay, Donnie, let's see what you're cooking.
Did you hear that? Dumbass broke his own crystal.
Ah, nice one, Donald.
It's called a loose gold. We do loose gold.
Getting stale in a joke.
Oh shit, I got sword on.
Not just any sword, the moonlight green sword.
Let me give you a bit of background on the Moonlight Great Sword. This weapon isn't just any ordinary sword. It's one of the most iconic and powerful weapons from software games, appearing in multiple titles they've created over the years.
Since the days of King's their earlier series before Dark Souls. It's appeared in Demon Souls, the Dark Souls trilogy, Bloodborne, and even in the recent game, Elden Ring. Each game gives it a slightly different look and some unique abilities, but it's always one of those sought-after weapons.
Really? I didn't know it had such a history. What's so special about it?
Part of it is the power and the versatility of the weapon. It's also got a cool factor. It looks amazing and has a unique moveset. And it's one of the very few great swords that scales with your intelligence.
May not be able to use it in this playthrough, but like we said, it's appeared in all their games, so we will have plenty of chances should we ever play any other Souls.
Maybe, but right now I'm focused on this one we are playing right now.
Yeah, you almost got it, Joe. It's lobby.
Oh, see, how's it feel, see? To be a bitch.
Good work you did, Joe.
Yeah, very good job. This is the seat dead and the soul captured. We just have one more gold soul to capture. The life soul. Come deep inside of the lost city of Isaac.
We got 3 down. Just one more to go, baby.
Hey, Don, how are you feeling?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I only got my headphones over one ear right now.
That was super close. We are really glad you were okay.
You're telling me. But I appreciate you both coming out and denouncing what happened on X.com and with that address with me. Also, thanks for the phone call, Bill.
Of course, Don. So we are political rivals. We are still boys, and we got to look out for each other.
Violence has no place in a modern society. Politics should be decided at the ballot box, not with violence. Even though we disagree on the issues, at the end of the day, we are all Americans just trying to leave the country in a better place than where we found it. It's crucial to remember that our strength lies in our ability to come together, discuss our differences, and find common ground. Let's not let our disagreements divide us, but rather let them drive us to work harder for the common good.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I love you guys.
We love you too, man, but let's forget about that for a few hours and play some more Dark Souls.
So let's break some necks and cash some checks. I really can't remember. I think I saw him in 2006 in the Day of the Busters. Your dad is low-key kind of a fraud.
J.C. Myers the hero. The only fraud was that fraud trial I had in New York. But speaking of fraud, let's check up on you.
Oh, man, I totally forgot about this little man. I don't think even Donald can blame that on your dementia. You raised a stupid boy. Oh yeah, we should go back and check on those once we wrap up here. I'm sure Bill and Steve progressed this quest line.
I believe in order to bridge the move, we need to buy up his inventory too.
Well, I guess I can go on another shopping spree. Might need to farm some soul stuff. Okay, that should be the last of them here. Well, Jack, I guess you're going to want to see your master now. He's in the archive. Oh yeah, he's all up in there reading like some nerd in college.
Didn't you graduate like the bottom of your class? It sounds like you wish you were a nerd.
Maybe. This was back in like 1788. School was much harder back then on account of the lack of electricity and the internet.
No, Joe, that's not right. Please take the bills on your desk.
Oh yeah, thanks, buddy. Oh shoot, before I feed the Lord Dustin, let me read this soul here. Soul of the albino, seed the scaleless. A fragment of a Lord's soul discovered at the dawn of the age of fire. Seed allied with Lord Gwyn, turned upon the dragon. And for this he was awarded dukedom, embraced by the royalty, and given this fragment of great gold. Although just a piece, it will still satiate the Lord Dustin.
So just like the fourth game, Gwyn gave a fragment of his soul to see.
Just goes to show again just how strong Gwyn was at the peak of the age of fire.
I'm still confused why he betrayed the other dragon.
He was born without the stone scales that gave the other dragons their near mortality and invulnerability. Because of this, he was considered an outcast among his kind, and it fueled a deep sense of envy and resentment for them. When Gwyn started his war against the dragons, Seed saw an opportunity. He betrayed his own kind and allied with Gwyn. In return, he was granted great power and resources, including the Duke's archives, where he conducted his sorcery and experiments. He was obsessed with finding a way to achieve immortality. His experiments were all trying to unlock the secrets of the life which ultimately drove his family. But like voters pointed out that the crystal was a way for him to achieve. Whether it was the crystal that drove him mad is unclear.
Speaking of crystals, archives, and going mad, let's head back to check on Logan. Off we go.
Looks like Logan is still here reading all these books.
Let's talk to him and see what he's been up to.
Oh shit, is Logan forgetting me? Bet that's like looking at a mirror, huh?
Shit. I should get him in touch with my doctor. Pro tip, Logan, mix the pills with some chocolate chip ice cream. Makes them go down easy.
Well, with that said, let's go somewhere else and come back. That's a good to move to a different state.
Wait, what is that item doing there? That wasn't there earlier?
Oh shit, dog, I think we screwed up.
Oh man, I completely forgot about this quest fund.
What the heck are you guys talking about? What is this stuff doing here?
So, Joe, you remember Rita, of course. The girl we saved in the tomb of the giants.
Oh yeah, that little tease. Wait, what are you saying?
So basically, when you kill Neo, she comes up here and eventually that bitch boy haircut catches. We'll come up here and kill her unless you kill him first.
What the fuck, guys? How could you not remember to tell me about this?
Hey man, the amount of shit you forget, you got no room to be judging us.
And if it makes you feel any better, Joe, even if you kill Petrus to save Rita, she will eventually be kidnapped by what's presumed the Channeler and turned into one of those Bukasaka's monsters in Seed's fortress, which means that they are all kidnapped patients and get turned into that.
Why the hell would that make me feel better? So she gets screwed no matter what. I'm gonna kill
My
that.
God, Donjo, what the fuck?
Hair sniff.
Wait, Joe, let's hold off on killing him for a sec. We can still take him out, but in a more fun way. I'll show you later.
You better not forget this, Sleepy Johnny.
Call me that again, and you are going to have no choice but to listen to your advisors and drop out of the race.
Okay, so remind me again why I gotta go back up to where I first met Steve.
We'll take a look inside and see.
Oh shit, the naked wizard is attacking me.
Not that anyone should take a look at that comically large hat. Look familiar?
Oh damn. It's Big Hat Larry. What did I do? Why are you trying to kill me?
Logan Joe, it looks like he's lost his mind like Laurentius did in Whitetown. Best to put him out of his misery.
Come on, man, not again. Sweet dreams, my sweet prince. It had to be done, but let's pick up what you dropped and then open that chest right behind you.
Looks like a new spell. A new staff and Logan's stupid hat.
If you'll notice, the spell says the White Dragon spell, which he learned from studying Seed's knowledge, which seemed to drive him mad just like the Pale Dragon.
So he thought Steve had all the answers, huh?
Exactly. Logan believed that learning from Seed would unlock new levels of sorcery and secrets about the nature of existence itself. So he ventured deep into the Duke's archives, Seed's domain, to study and learn. But Seed's knowledge and the madness and pain was just too much, even for someone as brilliant as Logan.
Prolonged exposure to such arcane and twisted sorcery started to warp Logan's mind. He became obsessed, losing touch with reality. The more he learned, the more he descended into madness.
So why the hell was the man naked?
Logan found shedding his robes and bringing closer to the knowledge and power Seed had. It's a twisted form of reverence and benefit.
Oh, I thought maybe he had gotten into Hunter's stash. He gets like that too, except his magic is more akin to voodoo, not sorcery.
Too bad he didn't know any magic to avoid his own felony charges.
Yeah. Hey, Barry, you think Kamala would get mad if I pardoned Hunter?
Joe, I don't have the time, patience, or crayons to explain to you why that would be a terrible idea.
Shit, well anyways, it looks like I got a new emperor and crystal one too.
We can give that to the giant blacksmith in Anawanda.
Well, you know where to go next.
Ah, that noise is like music to my ears. Hello, my big black fan.
Careful there, Sleepy Joe. I think Obama here jealous.
I'm sure you're going to make tons of big black friends in prison, Don.
Of course I will. The African American community loves me. Wait a second. Fuck you, Obama.
Got his ass. It's a- he got a weapon for it.
Well, I was thinking about the conversation we had when entering the Duke's archives about getting a new shield. I think I might try something new out.
If it's a shield you are, I think I have the perfect one. It's going to require a plus 10 shield and using Sith's soul.
Damn. Well, let's get upgraded.
All right, now that that shield is upgraded, just scroll down to the one that says, the Great Shield of Artorias.
Why the shield in particular?
Well, if you look at the stats, it has an 88 stability, making it one of, if not the strongest shield in the game. Next to Hommo's shield, but requiring a much lower strength requirement of only 34 compared to 50.
Compared to the Black Knight Great Sword, you're going to be pretty stacked for a little while.
I'm glad you asked. Let's head back to the spire at the center of the prison.
So I just keep heading down these steps?
Yeah, and you can see a bonfire up ahead as well.
Kind of a weird place to put a bonfire, but all right.
It's all going to make sense pretty soon here, Joe.
Maybe the sun's firstborn, huh? Let's check this out.
Yeah, this is some pretty interesting lore here.
Horseman's firstborn who inherited the sunlight. Once more, these ancient dragons. Horseman's firstborn was God of war, but his foolishness led to the loss of the animals and rescinding his deific status. Today, even his name is not known.
I'm sure you can relate to putting it. You both got some fuck up for a son you want the world to forget.
If you might remember, Joe, in the Princess's Chambers, there are 3 places for statues, but only 2 of pleasure and wit. The missing one is most likely the first son.
Speaking of statues, remember that ring we got in the catacombs? Throw that on real quick.
Oh yeah, this dark moon ring. Let's see here. Oh, holy crap, the secret passage? Oh, shoot, who's that? I thought she was up in the chambers, but sure, I'll bow.
This isn't the Princess Sleepy Joe. Did you hear? This is Gwendolyn.
Yeah, I know what that is. She gave me the Lord vessel. Now be quiet, I can't hear what she's saying.
It's not like the passage. You're probably not going to remember it anyway.
What was that? Something about joining a covenant? Well, I thought I did that already, but sure, why not?
No, you're getting confused. This is Gwendolyn, not Gwendolyn.
See, Barry, I'm hearing what you're saying, but it sounds like you're just saying the same thing.
Well, I'm not. These are two different names.
I think we have hit the maximum amount of brain power that Joe can handle.
Shut up, Donald. I bet your fat ass hit the maximum number that your bathroom scale can handle.
Okay, smartass. Why don't you go back to the chambers and you'll see that these are two different people.
All right, you're on, Donnie, but don't cry to me when I prove your ass is a liar, just like always.
I can see that disaster is going to just be written all over this.
And as you can see, Gwendolyn is still here. So maybe you need to take another top off your meds again, Sleepy Joe.
Well, since I'm here, I might as well get another look at those massive fun bags. Just got to pull out the old Knox real quick. Whoops, I hit down too many times.
Well, I can't say I'm upset. I was honestly hoping you would do that.
Holy shit, I just murdered Glenn. And right before she could pay the electric bill too. See, this is why housing is a human right.
No joke. Her and the son were just an illusion casted by Gwendolyn.
Damn, it's so dark, I can't see it. But wait, where are the giant guards in the silver nut? Oh shit, who are these guys?
These are the blades of the darkness. The Covenant joined for all of about 30 seconds before betraying them.
Yeah, not only is Gwendolyn and the son fake, but so is the knights and the guards here. It turns out that the city of the gods was abandoned a long time ago. Gwendolyn believed that maintaining the illusion was necessary to keep the remaining humans and undead in check, preserving the old ways and the power structure established by his father, Glenn. He thought that if the truth about the gods' departure came out, it would lead to chaos. He was fine. And they are longer.
Typical cover-up, just like Democrats, always trying to make things look better than they are.
Wow, man. Without the sun, this place takes a completely different tone, like a ghost town.
Yeah, it's going to be like your voter turnout come November.
Now, Jill has got this in the bag. Now, hold on a second. Who's this now?
It's the firekeeper of Anna London. It turns out she is also a blade of the darkness.
Well, Corn Pop is a bad dude. And just like him, I ain't afraid to drop a pitch. Full piece of candy.
Let's be sure to give that to Anastasia next time we're at Firehouse.
In the meantime, let's go deal with Temple.
Yeah, I bet you're really excited about that.
Yep, looks like the ability to kneel is gone. Guess I got no choice but to walk on through the fog. Now, hang on a gosh darn minute, fellas. The only felon here is Evander Holyfield over here.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That was pretty good, but still funky.
All right, Bill, let's focus on Gwendolyn the Dark Sun. This boss can be tricky because he uses a lot of ranged magic attacks and keeps his distance. First thing you need to know is that patience is key. Gwendolyn will keep teleporting down the corridor, so you have to chase him carefully.
This might be more annoying than challenging. This guy likes to run away. Cowardly tactics, if you ask me, but we all know how to handle cowardly tactics in light of recent events. Anyway, you need to dodge his project tiles. He shoots magic arrows with these big orbs. The arrows are fast, but can't be dodged by straightening left or right. The orbs are slower, but they hold in on you, so you'll need to roll through them.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Just come here, you little shit.
Just pretend it's an unsupervised child that just recently washed their hair. That's all the motivation you need, I'm sure.
Your lightning greatsword will deal a lot of damage, but you need to be quick and precise. Remember, the hallway never ends, so you'll have to keep running since you'll never stop running away. So between the constant running and the greatsword, your stamina is going to be running out a lot.
Yeah, maybe should have had some items to increase my stamina and regen, like the grass crest shield or green blossom to boost it.
Yeah, the last time you were worried about your stamina. I'm going to beat the dog piss out of you for about 45 minutes.
I'm a much different man since then, Donnie.
I agree. You're older, dumber, and slower. You also forgot about the mask of the child, too, that would have also boosted it. I don't know why you went with the mask of the father.
Something about the giant armor and dad just seemed like it just worked. Can't really explain it.
Are you talking about being like some kind of giant dad?
Huh? What were we talking about again?
Yeah, never mind this conversation, but if Gwendolyn is almost dead, just walk in here, Phil.
Take this, you childbearing, hips-having ass bastard. Finally, this hallway is back to normal. Reminds me of when I accidentally took whatever Hunter had in that bag, and it finally wore off.
Good job, Bill. You defeated the dark son Gwendolyn on your first try.
Now let's get to the reward.
Weird, this is supposed to be Glynn's tomb, but it looks to be empty.
Why is that weird? You're so old, I'm sure your tomb is filled with the FDR's term that it's just waiting for you.
Just like how you've got a nice jail cell waiting for you, but it looks like I got a miracle.
And there's another chest just to the right here.
Ah, sweet, I got that firekeeper's on.
Speaking of firekeepers, let's go return that soul to Anastasia.
Oh, my favorite person in the cage. How are you, my sweet? Still so innocent? That's the most she has said the entire game. What did she do?
To use her powers as a firekeeper to kindle the bonfire for you, instead of you having to use humanity.
Anastasia kindled the bonfire for me. You know, fellas, I knew she would come around on old Joe.
Let her Swiss. Shit.
She's a way to make things easier for me, right? Reminds me of the time back in Scranton when I thought the lunch lady was giving me extra mashed potatoes because she likes it. Maybe it's just because I always complimented her on the gravy. Anyway, point is, though, I prefer iPads. I still enjoy the on Kindle. So thank you, Anastasia, my sweet Uncle Joey appreciates it.
I'm not entirely sure how to process what you just said. But anyways, I think we should be okay to finally rip the Band-Aid off and head to the next location.
Yeah, I think it's time to head to Lost Eyes of Lift and get the final word soul.
About time to see what all this hating and avoiding is all about.
Well, in that case, we gotta head back down to the Daughter of Chaos bonfire, and then head down deep below.
I can't believe this was past Blighttown. What a sudden change of scenery.
Lost Eyes of Lift was an ancient city underground and is the birthplace of chaos and demons, which Lord Glenn sends knights to defeat. They spent so many years fighting the chaos that the armor of the silver knights got turned black from the fire of the chaos. Hence the Black Knights. You've seen them throughout your journey.
Yeah, unfortunately, the path ahead is covered in lava. And in order to get past it, you gotta go through that fog door over there.
Okay, let's see what big bad boss is behind here. Hello? Did you doctor forget to put the boss here?
Just keep going, Joe. What you need to do is up ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty obvious here.
What on earth is that? Wait, is this thing alive? Is this the boss?
You're never going to find out who's standing there. Keep going.
It almost looks sad, like it's in pain.
It does seem to have a sympathetic face, doesn't it?
Guess I need to get closer, see if that makes anything happen.
Ooh, Playmaker, really? Okay. A Swiss passer.
Okay, he doesn't seem to be aggressive, so if he's not the boss, what am I supposed to do here?
Well, keep looking around, see if you can find any clues. Remember, we are here to find a way to deal with all the lava.
Uh-huh. I see now. I bet getting decided is defeating the lava.
I'm going to take Sergey here, a Russian.
Wait, why do I
Oh,
get-
wow. Nice.
Oh shit, I have to fight that thing? It's giant. No way I can beat it.
You have to sleep with him. Don't get coward.
I'm not fighting a boss called ceaseless discharge. I'm pretty sure that Storm is going to describe what happened. To see what you've done.
You better hope your old ass doesn't trip and fall as you run away.
Why did you get so mad I took those clothes?
Ceaseless Discharge is actually the brother of the Daughters of Chaos. The corpse you looted is one of his sisters who tried to escape the chaos and lava of lost eyes that live. When you take the clothes from the corpse and erase
Victoria Rose. Oh, is
it's a
she?
reminder of her and her tragic fate, and it triggers his protective and vengeful instincts. So when you grab those clothes, you're not just looting some random corpse. You're disturbing a deeply personal and painful memory for him, which causes him to attack.
What is it? Every single fucking angel seen that Max Frost spots. I fucking hate that. Like, seriously.
Wait, what is he doing?
Attack him, Joe. This is your chance.
He's hanging onto the ledge there. Keep whacking at him.
Fall, you ugly bastard, back to the depths of hell from which you came.
Now there he goes.
He was hanging on to that ledge over the cliff, so now he's falling to his death.
Not gonna lie, now that I think about it, that was really, really sad.
Well, as you born, you can watch and see the death of ceaseless discharge causes the lava to finally dissipate.
With the death of Ceaseless Discharge, the lava will reveal the path that will take us into the city of lost eyes that live.
You know, most homes just keep a spare key under like a mat or something. But I guess that works too.
It's time to tackle the final war vessel.
Nothing can stop me now.
Pretty. Done.
Bring your dream home to life for as low as $10 per month for 24 months. Visit your local Ashley store or shop ashley.ca today.
106 years old or something. So this shit is really wearing me down. Plus now I can just game here at my computer all day.
But Joe, you are still the president. And don't you do that anyways?
I mean, yeah, but now I can do it guilt-free.
I think it's still bullshit. I really took a bullet to face you again. But now instead I have to run against the golden
Oh, wow. Wow. The gem is not taken out. We'll take the gem
Well,
then.
let's celebrate your retirement by heading into lost eyes and then get the last word. So,
Sounds like a great idea. But I see a bunch of enemies here and they look kind of familiar.
It's the Taurus demon Sleepy Joe. Remember, he was the second boss you fought, the one that fell off the ledge.
Oh wow, there are a bunch of them here.
yeah, them being here is a double-edged sword to me. On one side, it makes sense because demons come from either limb. But not only that, it's a great way to show how strong the player has gotten by having them go from being a boss to now a standard enemy. However, this is the first of many highlights of the flaws in the zone that shows the developers who ran out of time in making this place.
There's a lot of places here that looks like they just dragged and dropped the enemy. This is one of the reasons this place sucks. But it's not the number one reason.
What do you mean not the main reason?
Don't worry about it right now, Jim. For now, just focus on the enemy in front of you.
It's also worth mentioning that these guys can drop their weapons, which is considered to be the best strength-based weapon in the game. But since you are back on life now, I'm betting your ringing powers are all used up now.
This might take me a while, but I should be able to take all these guys out. Oh shit! I got two chasing me here.
Two horrible monstrous hawks. Reminds me of you and Kamala there, Sleepy Joe.
Leslie, she'll hear you.
Oh, what the hell? Who joined the call?
Hello, darling. Long time no see. What the fuck?
Kamala?
I'm going to go. can hear you.
That's right. I heard you talking shit. And now that Joey, who was just so sweet to step down next year, has let me be the one to face you in November.
Welcome home. Let me just take this opportunity as a former president and fellow Democrat to wish you luck in the upcoming election.
Oh, Canterbury, you don't need to suck up to her.
I am just trying to be polite now.
Wow, maybe even started her quick round early. Okay.
She doesn't back win this year.
Yo,
That's right, Brock. What do you
I'm
think?
just in the draft right now, as you can tell.
Coming to you on board.
Bring it on, you Catholic party. Just like in 2016, I ain't afraid to throw down with the opposite sex.
Oh, what a big man you are. Only if it should be women if that were the case. If only it could be a court case just as easily.
Yeah, whatever. Just tell that DP thing of yours to stay away from horses.
They know who your fake news Donna. So, Joey, this is what you've been up to while I've been helping you
I'm
run.
using my own team I made.
Now, Barry's been helping me play through the first Dark Souls game.
This is my own team I built, the Oklahoma City Tigers. I still have a shitload count base. Awesome. There, Bouchard. Ooh, phase winning extension. Coleman. Oh wow, he had 50 points. Damn. He will be a pretty goal scorer. Oh. Ingrid is not going anywhere anytime soon. He has signed a 5-year contract. Golden Edgar is definitely going to be playing top line minutes. Oh my god, hello. He's already extended. Vancouver extended him already. And plus, he's my captain. Yes, he is leading this team.
Been pretty hard, probably the hardest thing I've done since becoming president.
Joe, this is extremely concerning considering all that has happened during your term.
Have this fun, Barry. The country is in good hands here.
I think you mean it's in your evil claws?
Well, sticks and stones, Donald, but I'll let you get back to your little games, President. Goodbye for now.
Do I still get some chocolate chip?
Only if you keep being a good little president. I'll talk to you later.
So that was really weird. Yeah, I'm not sure how she got access to a Discord call.
Let's just be quiet. Try to get that cackle out of my head.
What's inside of my head? Oh shit. Is that the crappy demon? The Capra demon. But yeah, much like the tourist demon, these are now standard enemies. Stolen.
I like them being here more than the tourists do, simply due to the fact that so many people struggle with the Capra Demon now. Feels like a great way to show how strong you are, especially now since they are absolute punks by this point in the game.
Can't relate. Remember how I beat the first try?
I'm surprised that you can actually remember that far back. Speaking of which, Donald, you still owe me some money on that.
Well, right. With all the election stuff and lawyers' fees, will you accept a very rare 12-hour fee? Oh, crap, I'm litigation. That name was familiar to Sleepy Joe? I think I pointed a guy to the Supreme Court with that name.
You're the second year, Joe. I'm sure you'll remember.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, wait, yeah, this is the guy who attacked me when I was lost in the depths.
Dark Knight Kirk, yeah, this is the second time he can invade.
Well, he died like a bitch here, too, just like last time.
Nice.
This guy. Oh, holy shit.
Watch out for these demonic statues. Not dangerous by themselves, but a group of them can get
Tiny hands, potbelly, some dangerous shit out of his mouth. Must be Donnie's spirit animal.
They remind me of you, because you both have been here for what I believe to be hundreds of years.
Do you ever these giant insect monsters are annoying as shit? Well, I know I'll use some pyromancy for the distance.
Joe. You think that's a good idea?
Why would it be? See, I'm hitting from way over here, and he hasn't touched me.
Well, because you're using fucking pyromancy in the home that is the owner of pyromancy. So it's safe to assume the enemies here will be resistant to it.
Shit. Look at just on the head. I did something good all of them taking thought for a nightmare. Fuck me.
Well, the good news is that you get the large chaos ember. That's what Venus the Blacksmith would want.
You know, I'll try to do that as a holiday. Okay, I guess that's enough dicking around. Time to fight the boss. Oh, it's one of those bastards for the third time. And he's on fire now.
Joe, this guy gets a joke. Just another lazy rehash. You fought like 2 versions of this guy already. Same ugly face, same big hammer. It's like Pro Software couldn't be bothered to come up with something new. They must have run out of ideas. Believe me, sad.
Trump's not wrong, Joe. Demon Fire 6 is basically a reskin of the Stray Demon and the Asylum Demon. The developer probably ran out of time or resources and just said, let's throw another. It's kind of like recycling old speech. You're not excited, but it gets the job done.
So, you tell me, I gotta deal with this lazy fella here? I didn't sign up for repeats.
Exactly, Joe. It's like a rerun of your own campaign speech. You've seen one, you've seen them all. But don't worry, just dodge the big swing, hit him when he's over. And for the love of all that's holy, don't stand in front of him when he does that ground slam. He'll get launched halfway across the map.
Yeah, Joe, Trump's got a point. Circle around and give it a few hits and back off. His attacks are slow, so patience is key. And make sure you roll, just don't let him get you in a corner. It's a bit tedious, but you can handle it.
Got it, fellas. So just dodge and don't stand in front of the guy. Man, feels like deja vu. It's like facing the same problem every couple of years and just dealing with it all over again.
Exactly. It's like reliving 2020 every time this boss shows up. Lazy design, just like some people we know. But hey, the win's a win.
Just remember, Joe, it's not about how flashy the boss is, it's about how you handle it. You'll get through this. It's the last of these recycled demons. And after this, we're moving on to bigger challenges.
Well, I almost got this bastard down. Man, I hate those OE attacks they have in the weirdest range.
Should be due for another lead rock soon. Just keep whacking.
Good job, Joe. Like I said, that is the last time we have to fight one of those demon bosses.
It's to know the worst is behind me.
If you're just keep thinking that, Joey,
I'm not sure what you mean by what down looks like. He dropped something. Demon's catalyst, huh? Let's check that out. Demon catalyst formed from Isaac's molten rock. Can be used as fire weapon. The demon fire sage was the first demon and the last master of the original fire arts before the Witch of Islip was engulfed by chaos creating pyromancy. Wait, I'm so confused. I thought the witch created demons when she attempted to recreate the first flame. How could this guy be the last fire magic user? And what even was that?
See, before the Chaos Flame spread and corrupted everything, this guy was actually the last known master of the original fire sorcery arts. These arts were created by the Witch of Islip and her daughters, kind of the OG fire users.
when the Witch of Islip tried to recreate the first flame, things went horribly wrong. The Chaos Flame engulfed her and her followers, and it essentially twisted the world around them. The original fire sorceries were lost because of it. In their place, pyromancy was born, which is what you learned from Laurentius, Indy, and Colana in the game.
Ceaseless discharge, Quinlan and his sisters. And even the fire sage, all of them are living, or while surviving, reminders of the catastrophic effects of the witch's failed experiment. She tried to control something beyond her power, and in the process, her family and followers became victims of that failure.
Man, that's rough. I didn't realize these bosses were so connected. It makes me feel kind of bad fighting in.
It's tragic, no doubt. But that's what makes Dark Souls special. There's a lot of depth behind each of these characters if you take the time to look.
Look at this red glowing thing. What's going on? Well, I'll be. It's an elevator. Well, where does it go?
You'll see here in a second, Joey.
Well, would you look at that? It took me all the way back to the top, or should I say bottom of Blighttown. Man, you guys were right. This level design is the shit.
Yeah, this elevator should come in handy for the following sections.
Another fog wall already. Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, this boss gets kind of a bad rep, but it is actually, in my opinion, one of the most unique bosses.
There's Taurus in Cafe now Centipede Demon. And instead of Dark Souls, this game should be called Demon Souls.
That is already the name of the game, Joe.
What's what called?
Demon Souls. There is already a game called that.
No, this is called Dark Souls. Donald, I think you are getting confused.
Damn it, Sleepy Joe. Stop using your Dimension Jedi mind tricking and pay attention.
Wait, what?
Holy crap, I've never seen someone confuse themselves like that.
Okay, Joe, in order not to have a repeat of what just happened, I'm going to direct your attention to the summon sign right up ahead.
Oh, and it's my buddy Solaire. Haven't seen him.
Yeah, and thank goodness, because I have a hunch you're going to need all the help you can get.
Yeah, like the kind of help you need from your lawyers in court.
Just go through the fog wall, jackass.
All right, I summoned Solaire. He's with me now. So what's the game plan? I got a giant lava boat thing, and there's fire everywhere.
Joe, first off, good job on summoning Solaire. Finally, you did something right. But remember, Solaire's here to help, not to carry you. You can't just sit back and watch him do all the work.
Right. Solaire's going to keep the Centipede Demon distracted, which is great. You need to use that time wisely. Don't just stand around. Your job is to get to solid ground, right there on the right side of the arena. Avoid that lava like it's a bad champagne promise, Joe.
Got it. Lava bad, but this thing's got arms like Stretch Armstrong. How am I supposed to hit it?
My God, Joe, focus. Solaire's going to take some heat off you, so you need to use that opening to attack the arm. You see when the centipede slams it down? That's your moment. Hit the arm. Cut it off. Hit the orange charge ring. You need that to stop melting every time you step in the lava.
You may not be able to get the ring you need to mitigate the lava damage, but as long as you stick to the areas away from the lava, you can bait the Centipede Demon over here and keep fighting him.
This is pretty bullshit, though. You have to either walk into the lava and hope you can get to an island in time, or hope and try your luck in getting the ring, or just have to eat shit every time you move around.
That's how the boss works. After you cut off the arm and get the ring, switch your focus to the body. Don't get greedy. Use that Black Knight greatsword of yours. It hits like a truck. But make sure you don't overextend or get knocked into the lava.
Easier said than done. This bastard won't stay still at all. Just keeps jumping up and down.
This is actually a big boss fight that could have actually been really great. He has a very unique moveset. If you cut off pieces of his body, they become sentient and will fight you as well. Which works pretty well with having Solaire here too. It just sucks because it's limited to the small arena due to the hazards all around with the lava.
Very frustrating boss because of that. But just one more whack if you got it, Joe.
Gotcha, bitch.
Good work, Joe. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the ring to drop during the fight, but at least now we got it. Because we are going to need it for the upcoming area for sure.
I don't think it matters because I doubt he would be able to equip it mid-fight.
Will you shut up, man? I was trying to thank Solaire for everything he's done for this country. When this is over, him and I are going to celebrate, and I can maybe even meet this son of his. Hopefully his is more stable than my own son.
Yeah. Let's just read the item description for that ring.
Okay, here we go. An orange ring enchanted by a witch reduces lava down. Since his stories were inflamed by lava from birth, his witch sisters gave him this special ring. But fool that he is, he readily dropped it, and from that spot, a terrible centipede demon was born. What's all that's supposed to mean?
Well, Joe, this is where the lore really gets tragic. The ring is tied to ceaseless discharge, the giant lava monster you fought earlier. He's one of the children of the Witch of Islip. The story here is about the witch trying to save her son after the Chaos Flame warped him.
Yeah, Joe, basically, ceaseless discharge is born with lava pouring out of his body, kind of like some of your policies, a hot mess from the start. His sisters, the Daughters of Chaos, made that ring expectant for the pain, but it didn't work. Lava damage was too much for the poor guy. Typical government intervention, Joe. You try to fix one problem, and you end up making things worse. Ceaseless was doomed from the start, just like some of your decisions.
Well, let's not turn this into a campaign ad, Don. The ring also represents the fallout of the Witch of Islip's failed attempt to recreate the first flame. She lost control, and her children, like ceaseless discharge, paid the price. That ring is one of the few remnants of their love for him.
Man, that's rough. So the ring's not just about walking on lava, huh? There's a whole story there about family and sacrifice.
Yeah, it's deeper than it looks, Joe. But hey, at least for you, it just means you don't have to worry about getting cooked by lava now.
Exactly. It's got practical use, but like a lot of things in Dark Souls, there's a sad, tragic history tied to it. Just be glad you can make use of it now.
Well, I'll take it. But man, poor guy. I guess I'll wear it for him. Oh, well, I'll be. So there again. Hey, buddy. Oh, man, it sounded like Donald trying to find boats in Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Actually, not far. He still can't find his own son, so you can tell it's starting to weigh on him.
Wow, that's really sad to hear. I'll look around and find it for him. That must be the end of his quest line.
You are correct, Joe. His quest line does have an ending here, so you should definitely go find it.
The city of Islip is just up ahead, so let's keep moving.
Oh, God. Here we fucking go.
Oh, come on, Donnie. It's not that bad.
No, that's fucking bad, Barry.
You've been shitting all over this place since we pretty much started playing it, Donald. What about it makes it so bad?
Have you not been paying attention since we got down here, Sleepy Joe? The rush from the developers to finish this zone is so obvious from the drag and drop locations of the Taurus and Capra demons, but they pale in comparison to this shit show just up ahead.
What, are all these dragon asses?
Yes, they fucking are. I'll tell you why I can't stand these dragon bodies. It's lazy, sloppy design. Everywhere you look, dead dragons. What, did they just toss them all in here like some kind of junkyard? It feels like they just threw them in without any thought. Where's the creativity? It's like they ran out of ideas after Seath and decided, oh, just toss some dragon bodies here. No one will notice. Totally lazy, Joe. It's like the developers just said, we've got a lot of open space and lost eyes to lift. Let's fill it with a bunch of dead dragons. No effort, no imagination. Just throw in some dragon corpses and call it a day. I hate it. And then on top of all that, for most people on their first playthrough of this game, this is the run to the boss. And believe me, that is a run. People have to make several times, and it's utter insanity.
Wow, Don, tell us how you really feel.
I've said my piece. Fuck this area.
I think they're meant to symbolize the aftermath of the war. Between the gods and the dragons, Donald, there remains of dragons that died in the war and their corpses became corrupted by chaos.
Yeah. Keep popping on that copium. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I have no clue what the fuck just happened.
What is that up there?
Ain't gonna find out down here. Get closer.
Man, this is the ugliest looking thing I've seen in the game so far. Are those eyes? It's like an evil toilet from hell.
It's a chaos eater, Joe, only here in Los Angeles. Not the bad if you keep your guard.
Hope I don't fight too many of those. Finally in the city. Feels like a lifetime ago since we even started talking about this place.
Well, it has been like almost a year since we even started playing this game.
Yeah, and I wonder whose fault is that?
Come on, man. I was trying to run a country and catch up on some sleep.
Well, you dropped out of the race like 2 months ago. What about recently?
Well, I've been really grinding out the new season of Fortnite. It's been fire this season. That and Space Marines 2 finally dropped, so I've been playing that.
Oh, man, I love that game.
Me too. What chapter is y'all's favorite? Let's be real. Nothing comes close to the Custodian. They're the Emperor's personal bodyguards. No one is stronger, faster, or more loyal. These guys make other Space Marines look like ball cops. They're golden. They're perfect. Absolutely top tier, believe me.
Well, technically not a Space Marine chapter, but I'll give you that. Custodians are good, Donald, but they're kind of...
Well, elitists, I've always been more into the salamanders. They're all about protecting civilians, keeping humanity safe, and crafting some of the best weapons in the galaxy. Plus, they're really into brotherhood, family, and community, and let's not forget they've got fire-based weapons, flamethrowers for days. What's not to like about that?
Now, hold on, you two. Blood Angels, baby. That's where it's at. These guys are warriors, sure, but they've also got class. They're artists, sculptors.
Okay, let me figure out what I actually need.
That whole vampiric thing, yeah, they're pretty tragic. But come on, they've got wings sometimes. How cool is that? I used to dream of flying like an angel back in Scranton.
Joe, did you even hear yourself? Blood Angels have a curse. They're always on the edge of losing it and going completely nuts. Sounds unstable to me, kind of like your dementia. So now that I think about it, it makes sense. You like them.
I'll give you that, Joe. They do have that whole tragic hero thing going on. But salamanders, now they're the true protectors. It's not just about fighting, it's about doing right by the people.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you like salamanders. It's nice to have a whole chapter of your people.
What do you mean, my people?
Well, they're all black, right?
Oh, my fucking God, Joe. No. These salamanders aren't black. They have permanently ashed skin because of their home world of Nocturne, which comes from the gene seed of their prime art.
Good thing you are running for election. Because that definitely would have cost you the black vote.
Now, Kamala's got that one in the bag, but now I'm thinking, would you rather try to survive in the Warhammer verse or in the Dark Souls verse?
No, that's not even a question. Warhammer for sure it's grim dark and there's constant war, but at least you got technology. Why would I want to live in some decaying world full of undead and giant rats? No thanks.
Tough call. Well, Gamers is brutal, no doubt about that. But I'd probably lean towards Warhammer too. As much as I admire the challenge of Dark Souls, the whole cursed undead thing doesn't sound too appealing.
Oh, come on, man. Dark Souls has a lot of heart. Sure, it's tough, but it's all about redemption, perseverance. I mean, keep your dying, come back, just keep on trying. In Warhammer, you die, that's it. You're toast. Plus, there's bonfires. Imagine just resting at a bonfire whenever things get tough.
Or maybe this is a good question for the YouTube comment. Comment down which universe would you rather live in, Warhammer or Dark Souls? And what would you do in said universe?
Good idea, Barack. Comment like Joe is stupid for picking Dark Souls. But finally got that guy gone, so you just want to keep going forward here, Joe.
Probably some cool armor or something.
Well, I mean, it's not far off. Just keep moving forward.
Oh, it's a lizard. Is that what you wanted me to come out here for?
No, not that. What you want is just down the stairs beyond that lizard.
Well, let's go check it out, too. Holy shit. Who is that? Wait, so there. I don't understand, Soler. Buddy, why are you attacking me? It's me. No, your buddy.
Joe, it's no use. You need to defend yourself. Your friend you once knew is gone.
But I don't understand. Was it something I said or did? Should I have given him a financial relief package? Why is he trying to kill me?
Like Obama said, the Solaire you knew is gone. If you were ever his friend, you will put him out of his misery.
Soler, give me. Guys, I'm going to need a minute.
It's very awkward.
I thought we were pals. Some like maggot. Wasn't this what Soler was wearing instead of his helmet?
Correct, Joe. Read its description.
Loathsome parasite that inhabits lost eyesight. It is completely immobile, yet still lives. When worn on the head, it emanates blinding light, which is why it is known as a sunlight maggot. So this is what caused Soler to lose it like he did.
Yeah, that maggot is the key to what happened. Soler was searching for his son throughout the game. Something to give him purpose. And that bug well and glows, right? To Soler and his desperation, it seemed like the son he was looking for. But it wasn't. It was just a parasitic creature that got into his head. Literally and figuratively.
Exactly. Solaire got tricked. He was so obsessed with finding his own personal son, he let his guard down, and that maggot took control. From then on, he wasn't Solaire anymore. Just a hollow shell, wandering around with that thing in his brain. It turned him into a zombie, basically.
And that's the real tragedy, Joe. Solaire's downfall came because his hope was twisted into desperation. When he put that maggot on thinking he'd finally found his son, had hollowed him out, drained him of his humanity. All that optimism he had, gone. The world of Dark Souls can do that to anyone.
In that case, Solaire, I will wear this helmet in your honor. I too know it is like for your son to be a dangerous creature, sucking away all your hopes and dreams. Well, your mind's supposed to lot more than that. Johnny, why do you want me to come back here? This place already has bad memories for me.
Because you missed this secret path right here.
Oh, look at that. I wonder where this goes.
This should take you all the way back to right outside the Demon Fire Safe boss fight.
This is a crucial shortcut, as we won't have to go through the bullshit dragon-ass lava lake to get back here should you die.
That sure would be helpful. I can take this all the way back to the Chaos Daughter bonfire.
So, Joe, there's something else we need to tell you.
Sure you want to do that, Barry?
Tell me what?
Well, Joe, you can actually access the shortcut early and completely skip the Demon Fire Sage, the centipede demon in the lake. All you have to do is join the Chaos Servant Covenant and pledge 30 humanity, and it will unlock when you first go down here.
Oh, that's really cool. Something to do with the second playthrough. Why are you so reluctant to tell me?
Well, Joe, the real reason you wanted to do that is if you unlock it early, you can save Solaire from going hollow. Once you open the door, you can kill the sunlight maggot before he gets to him. That's the real problem.
Are you actually shitting me right now? You knew that this whole time and you still make me murder my best friend in this game. Why the fuck did we not do that?
Well, Joe, there's a reason we didn't mention it earlier. Most people who play Dark Souls for the first time don't know about that shortcut. It's almost a rite of passage to experience the game the hard way, losing Solaire in the process.
Yeah, Joe, we wanted you to get the full Dark Souls experience. You see, if we told you everything up front, you'd miss out on what makes the game so memorable. Those gut punch moments like losing Solaire.
You mean you could have told me, but you didn't because you wanted me to suffer like everyone else.
Exactly. Since part of the journey, everyone remembers the crushing moment when Solaire goes hollow. It's iconic. If we had spoiled that, you wouldn't have felt that heartbreak. And Dark Souls is all about those highs and lows.
Plus, Joe, Dark Souls is about learning from failure. Now that you've experienced it, you'll appreciate the game even more. Next time, if you want to save him, you'll know what to do. We all went through it, so you did too. It's tradition.
And hey, look at it this way. You're a real Dark Souls player now. You've been through the emotional ringer like the rest of us. Now next playthrough, you'll save him. It's like a badge of honor.
I guess so. I still feel really betrayed right now.
Don't worry, Joe. We are going to have a way of making it up to you very soon.
Oh boy, I see an item. Hope it's something good.
Damn it.
Guess the Joe Biden one still hasn't run out just yet. Why don't you keep heading down that path?
Oh, I'm so tired of this rigging. I was hoping that since you dropped out, but nope, still can't help yourself.
How are you going to learn? And it's literally a skill issue.
Yeah, let's see that skill when we get to the boss.
Whatever you say, Trumpy Rumpy. But look who it is. It's Samurai. Brother, it's good to see you. Just as long as you don't end up like old Solaire.
Okay, Joe. This is where we can help you. Go talk to him, and then we can coach you from there.
Shit, looks like those monsters have got us surrounded. Man, I lost Solaire. Now I'm worried about CG Boy. You guys have any tips?
I've got the perfect strategy for it. You want to save it, right? Well, you're going to need a bow and a good supply of arrows. Trust me, this is one of those rare moments where patience pays off in Dark Souls. If you let him jump down there and fight them all, he's toast. What you need to do is weaken those Chaos Eaters with arrows before he jumps in. If you take out most of their health, leaving them at just one hit from death, he'll survive, still feel like he contributed. You have to give him that hero moment without letting him die in the process.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Well done, Joe. Now just talk to him and help him when he jumps down.
Go, let's go.
Hey, Joe, there's one more of the hides at the end. Kill it.
Cheers.
No, he's here.
That's all right, Joe. As long as he is at least 60% health, he'll be okay.
Oh, thank goodness. Siegmeyer, you're okay. Where are you going? Well, that already has a happier ending than what happened to Sola. R.I.P.
You leave him to fight all of the Chaos Eaters by himself. There is no way he can, and he usually ends up dying. Or, if by some miracle he does live, he typically will have low health and will die anyways. And if you kill all the Chaos Eaters before he can try to sacrifice himself, then his quest line ends right there. So the bow method